We're gonna go to a quick interview, then we're gonna start our games.
우선 저번 시즌에도 우승했었는데 이번에도 결승에 올라와가지고 좀 안 믿기는 것 같고 좀 얼떨떨한 것 같아요. 그래도 기록을 달성하니까 좋기는 하더라고요. 우선 KSL은 좀 약간 다전제이기도 하고 일단 뭐 한 경기 한 경기마다 조금 부담이 덜하고 조금 편하기도 하고 기본기 위주로 하다 보니까 성적이 좋은 것 같아요. 아니라고 생각을 해요. 저도 그 전에 제가 그 연습을 하면서 쌓아왔던 게 있기 때문에 지금 잘 되는 것 같아요. 꾸준하다는 거를 좀 증명할 수 있는 시즌인 것 같아요. 팬들이 항상 기대해 주시고 또 올라가면 엄청 좋아해 주시고 제가 지금 대회 나오는 동기부여가 제일 되는 것 같아요. 팬들 때문에. 뭐 상금 이런 거보다 이게 오히려 더 큰 힘이 되는 것 같아서 그래서 이 자리까지 올 수 있었던 것 같아요. 네, 항상 고맙죠. 꼭 우승하도록 하겠습니다.
이번에 13년 만에 첫 결승 진출하게 된 이재호입니다. 반포기 상태였는데 이번에 운이 좋게도 이제 기회가 찾아와가지고 기분이 굉장히 남다르고요. 20대 때 못했던 개인 리그의 결승을 밟아본다는 게 참 꿈만 같습니다. 4강을 확정 지었을 때도 그런 감정이 있긴 했는데 조금 자제를 했었고 근데 결승을 확정 짓고 나니까 그 지난 10년 넘게 도전했던 그런 세월들이 떠오르면서 순식간에 여러 가지 감정이 교차를 하더라고요. 그래서 저도 모르게 약간 눈물이 많이 쏟아졌던 것 같아요. 우승까지 해야 주인공이 된다고 생각을 하고요. 준우승하면 여태까지 그랬던 것처럼 조연 느낌이 날 것 같아서 이번 시즌 좀 욕심을 많이 내고 있고 그만큼 준비를 더 열심히 해가지고 우승할 생각입니다. 다들 결승 진출한 거에 대해서 축하해주는 분위기고 결승전이라는 제일 큰 이벤트가 남았기 때문에 그 경기를 이기고 나야지 이제 후련할 것 같아요. 그래서 꼭 우승해가지고 개인 리그 커리어에 이제 정점을 한번 꼭 찍어보고 싶습니다. 결승까지 올라오는데 너무 오랜 시간이 걸려서 저를 응원해주셨던 팬분들께 너무 죄송하다는 말씀 먼저 전하고 싶고요. 힘든 상대지만 꼭 준비 열심히 해가지고 우승하는 모습 보여드리도록 최선을 다하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
엄청 잘하는 선수라고 생각을 하고 있었어요.
온라인이지만 정윤종 선수랑 했을 때는 제가 승이 좀 좋았거든요.
저는 좀 상대방 선수가 그런 얘기를 하면은 저도 오히려 연습을 좀 더 해야겠다 이런 생각을 해가지고
모바일 게임에 관심이 많은 것 같은데 집중할 수 있게 해줄게.
워낙 그동안 좀 약간 집중을 못해도 잘 했어가지고 쉽게 이길 것 같아요. 개인적으로 매치 포인트가 막 그렇게 토스가 좋은 맵은 아니라고 생각해가지고 비슷한 맵이라고 생각을 해서 그냥 잘 준비해야 될 것 같아요.
항상 유리한 종족들은 그렇게 얘기하더라고요.
잘 모르겠는데 아무래도 1경기가 제일 중요한 것 같아요. 네, 결승전이니까 1경기의 승패에 따라서 좀 갈릴 것 같아요.
1경기가 가장 중요하다고 생각을 하고요. 1경기가 또 좋지 않은 맵이라서 저한테 불리한 맵을 먼저 하고 나면 또 뒤가 편할 것 같거든요.
간절하게 게임을 하는구나 생각을 해가지고 아마도 4대1 아니면 4대2로 제가 이길 것 같아요. 재호 형이 4강에서 눈물을 흘리는 걸 봤는데 결승에서는 슬픔의 눈물을 흘리도록 하겠습니다.
결승날 보자.
If you weren't hyped now, I don't know what to say, man. That was such an incredible intro. I loved the interview with the two players, seeing what their thoughts were before we started this match. I like that final line by Rain. You and I were both cracking up about that. I saw you crying in the semifinals. It was tears of joy. But in the finals, I will make you cry tears of sorrow.
Yeah, some real trash talk from Rain coming out right there.
Real confidence. The possible outcomes here, I think it could go any possible way. The only thing that I think is unrealistic is Light doing a 4-0 or 4-1. I think that would be a little bit far-fetched. But anything from a Rain 4-0ing to a Light 4-2 victory, I think it's in the realm of reality.
God, I'm hoping for a Terran victory.
I would applaud a Terran victory, but I think it is fair to say this is probably a 60, maybe 65% favor for Rain to take this.
Yeah. But generally, straight-up macro plays a little bit stronger against that.
That's the best trophy shot in all of esports, by the way.
It's a pretty good
That's
one.
a really good trophy shot.
It's not bad.
Go back and check into all the other trophy shots we've had ever in esports. That trophy looks so good. With the gold around it, with the shininess.
It's nice.
Someone's going to take it. Yeah. By the way, match 1 is on match point. I know Rain was saying this is a pretty balanced map for all the races. Artosis was in disgust when he saw that.
In disgust. If he's going to say that this is not a Protoss match for the map for this matchup, he may as well be a StarCraft 2 Zerg. That's the level of what a lie that is. That's insanity. That's insanity. Has anyone ever stopped a recall on this map? Quick question. Has anyone ever stopped a recall on this map, Tasteless? Anyone?
Wait,
never!
I was going to say probably, but...
No, it's never happened. You can't stop recall here. It can't be done.
All right, guys, we're ready for Game 1. Rain versus Light, the finals of KSL. Game 1 on match point in this best of 7.
Dude, that Rubik's Cube is like the Rubik's Cube that you buy if you want people to think you're smart, but you're totally not smart.
It's silver on all sides, so I don't think it can be solved and displayed the same way as a
It's not the right shapes of the
six-colored
blocks.
Rubik's Cube. Yeah, it doesn't appear that you can turn it in every angle, even.
Oh, my God.
They were having some fun with that during the rehearsal. So we have Rain in the upper right and Light in the bottom left. A glimpse of this ahead of time. Is he going to get it in time? He will not.
Yeah, that's actually...
This is actually quite
a
bad
little
for
bit
Light.
sad, yeah, because he literally, like you said, sent that SCV out to see if this was going to happen, and maybe it came just slightly too quick. We saw his minerals were not quite there.
So I actually have not been gas stealing at all lately. So
Look at you!
I know.
Mr. Virtue Protoss over here.
I had to virtue signal to everybody that's watching right now. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, he's going to run the Zealot in here to scout. I absolutely love this.
Yeah. Tanks a bunch of damage with the Dragoon shields. Look at that. Pulls it back. Sees the 2 factories.
Ooh, 4 factory, and he forced to cancel there because a 4 factory push is pretty...
It's deadly.
Really strong. Yeah, I mean, you can barrel through there and really punish. And a lot of times that's before the Protoss has been able to scout. So this Zealot sack here, to come in here and just get an idea of what's going on, has paid off in dividend. Okay, so siege mode's done here. He'll get 1 shot.
Beautiful placement. Beautiful placement. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. This is such a good trick here.
Okay,
I don't know if that was really worth it, but...
Well, that was one of those moves where you pull your SCVs back, assuming they won't do that, because there's no way that should ever work, and we see that it does not work. But that was scary for a moment. If he was doing, like, anything else right now, I would be, you know, writing his Game 1 obituary about, you know, Light died this day on a very even TVP map, match point.
Now...
And I would post that to the Onion.
I'm always intrigued by late Reaver play. And here we go. Note he comes right in on top, and he even brings the Dragoons in for a second to try to draw the screen away. And the Reaver damage is coming down. That is huge. A lot of damage done right there.
8 kills on the first Scarab. Oh my God, that's so much damage. And now he has the speed as well. Look at this, the Dragoons coming around the other side. No turrets in the main base.
Again, these SCVs completely undefended. Another shot comes in. Will it connect? It got hooked over there on top of the command center. Meanwhile, the Dragoons are going to try to push in here. These siege tanks, very well placed, will drive that away.
Yeah, those are beautifully placed depots as well. That actually saved the day, those depots. I mean, 3 speed shuttles coming in now.
That's the game plan then. All right, he wants to super bombard this area. I don't know if it's going to succeed. There seems to be a pretty incredible spread of siege tanks here.
Yeah, the macro of Light has been on point this game.
But the fact that the Vultures were also placed over here to cover the tanks, had those tanks been naked, or maybe just 1 or 2 turrets over them, that position would have been completely wiped out.
Yeah, well, this game, Light, the amount that Light does not want to make turrets is amazing.
Okay, here we go. Another dive in over here, this time at the natural Reavers. And Zealots and Dragoons coming in here. And SCVs, they just can't be pulled in time. And it looks like there's enough shuttles he could probably do damage and maybe even pick up and go elsewhere here on the map. And that he will. He's going now down towards the main. Just a Wraith. Oh my. I just choked. That was an incredible. Oh my God, there's another Reaver in here. That was an incredible mine hit that we just saw back there. Okay, a pretty decent stasis there.
Yeah, that's a 6 stasis.
Is this actually enough to break this, though? It looks like there's not much else. Sometimes we move a screen away and there's more tanks here. But in this case, no. Absolutely 100% Rain will dominate this position. And this could not have been a better stasis now that I look at it. I mean, the vessel, the tanks there. And what's great about this is not only, there it is, GG. Not only can he freeze that position, but he can push in there into the third. And I gotta say, man, Rain, this is the Rain we're used to seeing. He bends time and space to defeat his opponent. But Rain comes in with his own style and completely and totally dismantles Light. By the way, best trophy in esports right there. Quick reminder. Someone fact check me, you won't find a better one.
Man, that Rubik's Cube looks like what 90s movies thought the keys would look like in 2020.
Yes. Okay, Rain in the upper right. Light in the upper left. Maybe we want... Oh, no, he's going to try to push up a little bit further here.
Yeah. Ooh, that micro, the SCV actually moving a little bit too far out of the way.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there is a second Zealot in the way, and two of those Marines are very, very low. He needs to pull another SCV down. Oh, my God, look at that scan.
Wow.
He just scanned the Templar Archives. So definitely Rain was planning on doing a DT drop here. But a great scan. Look at this. He's actually maneuvering in his dropship. Gets 2 speed vultures in here. Let's see how many probes he can get. Already got 1. 2 probes. Oh, beautiful building placement.
Good.
See, this is part of the reason why Rain is so strong. He literally only needed to put down 1 building to make it vulture-proof. So he's going to bring this push right out. And, I mean, looking at the supplies and the number of production structures, I feel like this is pretty good for Light. I think he can actually maybe do it here. It's going to come down a lot to tactics here from Rain.
Now, Rain has to be insanely patient here.
Oh, my God.
If he can catch
He's going to get that stasis. Right?
I mean, there's no vessel out, right?
No, there's no vessel with this.
Vesel-less push. Full of vultures.
Oh, my God. Do you see this? Do you see this?
What?
Because Rain is taking so long to do anything, he actually thinks it's a recall, but it's truly not.
Yeah. No, this
or
is
maybe it is. Is that a... Do we see an Arbiter flying around?
There's not.
No, I think there is.
12 o'clock, there's nothing there.
Look, there it is.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's actually down here at the bottom.
Yeah, okay, so he actually did read that correctly because it was like taking so long. Oh, no. He is going to recall right there. That's not a very good recall.
Shoddy recall here.
Yeah. No, he's going to wreck that. Look at that.
You know, recall can win you the game, but it can also lose you the game. And this was a case where the recall was into the jaws of the Terran army. Well, the second recall, though. Now, there's not much energy at all. I think there's literally none here for spells.
Oh, my God. He's actually hitting the army that's about to get recalled.
Okay, here we go. Now, there are... Okay, that is an insanely large recall.
Yeah, that's a big one. But great scanning. The mines have some good connections there as well. And I think he's going to hold that pretty well.
I think Rain is not going to make it this time around. And
GG.
there it is.
All right.
GG.
You know what's funny is you were saying those 4 siege tanks, he's going to stasis that. He almost has stasis energy, and then you didn't do it.
I think had he stasis that, we would have already been in game 3 right now.
He went recall first, clearly. Right? So
is that what you think it is?
Yeah.
I almost feel like
100% because he could have broken that.
By the way, the immediate decision to back up and plant the mines, I think the biggest mistake there goes to Rain with the recall on top of the tanks and vultures at the natural.
That was a poor recall.
That sometimes it's better to just not recall.
I do want to mention, because this is so cool and interesting to me, Map 3 is Overwatch. Okay, so we're kind of getting the difficult maps all out of the way for Terran in the beginning. So, like, I would say going into Overwatch, if Light wins this map, he's going to take home the championship.
Wow. Okay.
Because
you
the
think he'll
maps
just
are
have the momentum on his side then?
We are getting towards more Terran maps after Overwatch, right?
Okay.
We're going to get into Circuit Breakers. We're going to get into Fighting Spirit, which is actually a terrible Protoss map, but no one seems to know it, especially pro gamers.
Yeah, I think Fighting Spirit's actually pretty tricky. The third base, if the Terran just gets it, then it can be pretty annoying for the Protoss from there on out.
It can?
Yes, it can be. Yes.
This guy.
Yes,
the propaganda levels today of
How
Protoss
dare
players
you?
between you and Rain. With your propaganda. Match points, a fine map, Fighting Spirit Terran map. I can't hear this stuff anymore.
You think Fighting Spirit is just a straight up...
That's it.
You think Fighting Spirit's a straight up Protoss map?
Oh, absolutely, 100%. But at least you can max out there as Terran. So
just do 3-base play.
You have a puncher's chance as a Terran player.
Okay, Protoss in the bottom and Terran in the top.
Yeah, better spots for light, like you were talking about. It's a little bit harder to offensive gas there. It's easier to defend Zala rushes and whatnot as well. Now, Light, sorry, is going for a gasless expansion once again, and Rain is not scouting. So I would say that that's actually pretty darn good for Light right now. Look at the bravery here of our Terran player coming out here to meet
You almost
the
didn't get that
Zala.
one out. They're going to say the birds or something. Look
Look
at
at
the
the birds
birds,
here.
Tasteless.
The only birds here are my middle fingers at that Zealot.
Coming here,
Whoa.
gets one. Marine. Oh, good escape. And it looks like the Zealot will barely get away.
I'm just like, oh my god, are we going to have a non-last, non-flash Terran win a championship? When's the last time that happened?
Engineering Bay. Yeah.
Can you name the last Terran champion that was not flash or last?
Well, Artosis, you're really picking it how you want it to be, huh? Tasteless, can you name a Terran champion that wasn't the two best Terrans in the world?
Yeah.
I certainly can't.
Yeah.
Wow, Artosis, you raise an excellent point.
Right? But this is scary. Like, Rain is getting ready to pounce on this. Look at this. Yeah, he has the Reaver for the flank. The Dragoon's coming down. Of course, the 3 tanks can take on the 3 goons. And
Oh, wow. Great drop here. I love this.
look at this.
Oh! Takes out that tank. Can he get another shot off on this one?
Oh, if
the
he
tank
hits
is turning away.
Oh, you don't want to lose that tank.
Oh,
my god, I
Great
can't
play.
believe that tank is alive.
That was just incredible.
Right now.
There's a whole art to dropping the Reaver. I'm actually not sure about this, but does the Reaver drop out the same direction as the shuttle's pointed, or does it drop out the same direction it was pointed when you picked it up?
I
actually need to check
no
this.
idea.
Because, if the Reaver
I
drops...
never
and
even
it's-
thought of that my whole life. You just broke my brain.
I just thought that
Holy
here.
crap!
Because
It probably is one of those.
it's
but
got to
maybe
be one
it's
of those,
not.
too. So I'm going
It's
to go
pointing
figure
wherever
this
the Protoss wants it to point.
out. There's a little digit pad inside the shuttle. You just hit one of these directions in there. And
You
it'll
use the
point-
arrow keys.
Yeah. Bottom right, just hold both those keys and it'll
You
be
use
down
your
there.
Sega Genesis controller because they know every Protoss has one of those.
That's how they play the race. They use a joystick. So I was just thinking that because, if the Reaver drops and it's pointed away, it takes much longer for the shot to fire.
It does have to wiggle around. Well,
So-
it swings around more like, but yeah. That's a very interesting thing, actually. Now I'm really wondering about
Yeah.
that. I bet you that almost no one knows that, but someone will test and then tweet at us and act like they
And-
already knew.
And several other people will act like, I
Like, no,
can't
I
believe
always
these
knew.
guys didn't
Like,
know
no, you
that.
didn't. No,
Why
you
are they even allowed to cast this if they don't know what direction the Reaver comes out when it drops?
Wow, that
That's
scan.
a good spot. Is he abandoning carrier tech here?
No, I don't think so. I think
He's
he'll
made
just do
6 gates and he's taking a third. I don't know how many things you can do at once with Protoss, but...
it. Oh, yeah, no, you can do even more than that. You fly around with Reavers and deny
Yeah.
third bases while doing all that, Tasteless. God,
Oh.
he probably has a forge going too, just
yeah, he's probably
FYI.
got 2 of them going on here.
If he has 2
Yeah.
forges, I'm hanging up my mouse and
He's
keyboard.
getting observer speed as we speak, too. I mean, this guy's doing everything at once. It's insane. I don't want to be too nitpicky here on Light, but he does have a lot of idle SCVs at the natural. It's not unforgivable, but it is a little bit worrisome.
Yeah.
Not sure what I'm supposed to expect next
He's
year.
doing it well. I think that Light is leaving
Right.
way too many units at his
Artie,
natural.
Artie, let's take a look at the upper right-hand side of the screen. What do you think about all that gas and minerals? This is absolutely not the way this game's
This
supposed to look.
replay is bugged.
Yeah, this is a bugged replay.
It looks like a bugged replay right now.
Yeah, it does. I would have already closed this out and said, there's no way.
Dude,
there's
seriously,
so much you
what's-
could have. What am I seeing?
This is broken. It's actually something's wrong here.
What if we found out there was a new bug?
There
Is this-
has to be.
This
There
looks-
is no way that these 2 pro gamers in the finals of KSL have this type of mineral count.
Okay.
It's broken.
We are in.
It's actually broken.
Guys,
I've never seen this in a real live game.
If there was a fire alarm, I would pull it.
Yeah.
There's
notice how
no way.
nothing's
This is
happening.
a
He has
bug
all the
game.
idle
You're right.
SCVs.
We were joking. Yeah, no, this is bugged. It's a bug game.
Yeah. I'll take anything over
Anything
watching
of it.
these
No,
units
this is,
sit here.
You know what? This is fine. I like this. I don't see why you have to always be complaining, Artosis. So, guys, we are live in a bugged game.
This was probably a really cool game, too.
Yeah.
Because, guys, what happens is there's a desync. I've seen this in replays before.
Yes, that's
where
why we were
something-
joking about this earlier.
Yeah, something desyncs in a replay occasionally, and then you just see banks go up and stuff.
I'm kind of surprised we've casted so many games of Remastered, and this is the first time we're experiencing this bug, and how unfortunate that this bug is happening.
I don't understand how the bug
How
can
unlucky.
happen. It's like the observer desynced from the players could be the only thing.
But if the observer can desync from the player, that would mean players
Okay,
can
I think
desync.
we actually...
Whoa, we're back!
We're in the actual game now.
We did it. I don't know how we did it.
Yeah, so they're both maxed out.
Yeah.
Look at that, a bunch of cloaked wraiths coming in from the side. How many observers? 3 observers?
3 observers? Try 0 observers.
Look at this, look at this. Where's your observers now, bro?
Oh, I think
wait,
he brought
they're
another
still
observer
there.
in there. He hid one off screen. That's,
Okay.
that's the trick as old as time. When Terrence are like, I got you, meh. And he, oh, hold on. And then
Hold on,
Terrence
though.
like,
We're going for it.
does he have a 5th observer hiding somewhere, though? Unfortunately, this is not enough wraiths to kill us off at a speed. Well, hold on. Where's the other observer? Come on.
Yeah, if he had like
There it
4
is.
more wraiths,
There he is.
man.
Ah!
Ugh.
All right.
That was so weird. How did that even happen?
Can we go back to the bug?
We go back to the bug
Yeah,
game.
I was.
want to see how many minerals are
Yeah,
gonna get.
I was watching the probes long distance mine in the bottom left, but Artosis is like, oh, what are they doing for real? So it looks like Terran's going to have to try to protect the upper right. Now these zealots finally have speed. The carriers are going to be able to target down the tanks. Are there enough Goliaths to combat this? Now, if the tanks get low enough in numbers and the Protoss army is fluid enough, it should be able to overrun this, but it seems like a lot of them are getting stuck on this pillar over here in the center of the screen. The tanks have now been whittled down, and I think the Zealots and the Dragoons can clean up the rest. This looks like it should be a domination in the upper right corner here, which will knock Light back on to 3 bases, whereas Rain has 5.
You know, I feel like this game, GG, but I feel like this game doesn't count because if I
that
could have
was
seen
my
the proper-
favorite game of the series. I don't know about you guys, but
If
can
I
we
could
get the
have seen
highlights of the bugged version of that game? You know, like the part where the probes get transferred and there's no nexus there.
That was good.
I want that to be in the highlight reel at the end of the show.
Yeah.
If a game falls in the woods and there's no one there to cast it, does it make a VOD?
Anyways, that I feel like if the game hadn't been frozen, I could have properly cheered for Light and helped him to take this game. So I feel like this is just, you know?
Yeah.
Ugh. Rain is so lucky I couldn't properly cheer for my boy.
All right, everybody relax. Everybody calm down. We have the replay. So we're going to hop in that replay now.
Okay,
So here's what actually happened.
Yeah.
So last time, guys, we saw 2 tanks up there. There were actually 4.
Yeah.
And these 2 in the back managed to drive this army away.
This looks so much more realistic than what we were looking
it was
at
so
before.
funny because the
It's like, damn, Light's choking. It's too bad.
gas and minerals got so high. Yeah. We don't normally see this in pro matches.
No, it's very rare to see
Yeah.
this at any high level because it is so risky. It's really a gamble.
Yeah, it actually is a late game gamble. And
Wow, that's the first time you even showed them.
yeah, it was at this
And he has
moment
that
here.
many observers. So
Did he just...
he felt it, I guess.
Yeah, he sensed it.
I think he was confused. This shows how smart Rain is, but I think he basically figured out that this was the case based on the fact that there were only vultures coming out and there was like no unit movement. Against carriers, you want to try to attack a lot earlier.
Okay, we are ready to start our game. So it's Rain in the upper right and Light in the bottom left. Now, in this case, he goes straight into carriers, which again reinforces the concept of island expanding and defending while still having a real presence that they can take on a push. And by the way, I'm sorry, he never actually took the island. We saw the availability of the island to be taken later on, but...
Ooh, that mine! Oh!
Oh my gosh.
Sickest mine.
Yeah, that's a really well-placed mine, because
Yeah.
that's exactly where you want to drop that.
Yellow Reaver still does full damage, Tasteless. It's an old proverb.
Now, he's stuck in here, right? You actually can't get out with the...
No, I think he just flies right
Oh,
out.
wow. Okay,
See
that
that?
turret should have been placed a hex over then. So Terran's beginning to push. Protoss has got to be careful with that.
Oh,
my God.
that
He
was
beat
a
me to
sick
it.
snipe. right now he's chasing with his whole army 1 Zealot, so he can't be doing things like that. You have to be really, really, really decisive here. We need to see Light move out right now. He's got a huge amount of supply. Maybe he's waiting for 2-1 to finish up. Let's see, we're at 13 minutes. It should be done. Okay, he's at 1-1. That +2 should be done any second now.
Seems like Light is going to try to break the back of Rain here in a second. Rain is getting in position. You can see he's debating possibly running around.
Light's army's a lot better right now.
It's a lot better.
This is really going to come down to these carriers, I think. All right, let's see it. A lot of Vultures here to clean out those Zealots. Not as many Goliaths as you would think right now, but really he's got to deal with that ground army first. And the ground army is going to get shattered here. The Dragoons have to pull back.
Now, I will say Rain handled that pretty well. He came in there, he killed off some of the tanks with the carriers, and he pulled back once the Zealots were gone. He needs to reload with more Zealots, and as the tanks try to come in again, he wants to wait for the Zealots, as we're seeing here. When he has enough, he will come in and attack on top of that army. And I have to say, Rain really knows how to engage these armies. It's pretty incredible. No real availability to harass that. Remember that Shuttle and Reaver were shot down.
Yeah.
Even though that's normally used in the fight, a lot of times in moments like this, it's used to harass.
He took 2 bases. He took the mineral base and the top left.
Oh, I didn't even notice the bottom center. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's
so good.
Now, this is a good way to flush Protoss out in the long run.
He's doing this so well.
Yeah, hardly any artillery even firing. It might have been better for him to actually whip around again. These guys are both reacting so quickly. Now, watch. The carriers try to target down the tanks. If the tanks are targeted down, over time, the Protoss army becomes superior. Dragoons and Zealots can win the fight.
Well, Light actually has 1,100 gas, so he can have more than one add-on pumping tanks and still make enough Goliaths to deal with this. And
Very true.
We really do need to see that. That's one thing that a lot of people screw up on is they over-counter the carriers. Okay, see, he has 3 add-ons. Oh my God, Light, you're so good. He has the top left base. He's so good.
And now we have a really good EMP over on those carriers. And I feel like we're watching a Terran almost play like a Zerg against his Protoss and just continue to gobble up the map.
This is flash level macro coming out of Light right now. This is absolute insanity. He's even taking the bottom right. He's expanding everywhere, keeping so many units in the center while spending all of his money and keeping pressure on. This is madness. This is so hard to deal with for Protoss.
Terran continues to push further forward here. Interceptors are coming out from the carriers, but it's not the ideal amount. He's not maxed out with 8 in each right now.
Well, hold on, though. He's actually starting to break through. Where are those reinforcements? Might end up losing quite a few units here. Those carriers picking off quite a few siege tanks, but now the Goliath's coming forward. They do have 3-2 upgrades trying to take down a carrier.
There's just enough tanks here. The ground army's beginning to be whittled away. Reinforcements are coming up. Supplies are virtually even.
He's got to be careful. You don't want to overfight with these Goliaths that are up front. You need to reinforce.
If Terran smashes this next push, Protoss smashes this next push, Protoss will be free to come through on the map and start to wipe out the upper left if he scouts it out correctly.
Yeah, and if you can kill everything in the upper left, then this becomes a real game at that point. Look at this, though. The Dragoons are starting to melt. These 3-2 upgrades, just fantastic. Almost, yes, gets another carrier. Gets another carrier. 3 carriers left.
Siege tank, Goliath.
Yeah. Well, he's got the Vultures out now, so this is going to help a little bit. Even though the Vultures are kind of the weak unit here, you can pick off High Templars really quickly. You lay these mines that help to buffer a bit as well. Look at this. He scans. He gets in there. Picks off 1. They aren't being that efficient as of yet. But all he needs to do is get on this high ground.
I feel like we don't have any observers with this army, which is certainly an issue. And the Vultures taking on these Templars, that's huge!
Yes, that is so big. And now Light has also taken this high ground position. And that was what Rain was using to stay in this game. Now we can see Light just attack forward into this mineral base.
Light might actually be able to topple him here. This is the moment that Rain absolutely cannot lose control of this game, and I don't know that control will really cut it at this point in time. There's just too many Goliaths. The siege tank's sieging up.
Oh, man, there are a ton of Goliaths here. These 3-3 tanks will just chew through these Dragoons as well. Maybe pushing a little bit far forward with those Goliaths. Would love to see them pull back slightly, but Light right now, so confident in his push.
And what were Dragoons is now a pile of blue goo as Terran pushes forward at this 12 o'clock location that has been contested this entire game. I think this is probably the moment where Terran will come out on top as Rain's supply is now below 120.
Wow. Just some amazing play. The interceptor's almost all gone. Even a couple drop ships. GG!
GG. Hell
And
yes.
Yes, indeed. Woo. That right there was some damn good macro. That was some flash level stuff we just saw out of Light. He suddenly, right? He was on 3 bases, started to push. We don't even notice. We see the whole map. We don't even notice.
It's crazy
5
because
bases. Now what? 6 bases, 7 bases. Can I have 8 bases? No, I can't. But 7 bases is a lot.
Artosis, look at that trophy.
I know you're in love with that trophy.
It's so good. You know, that's pure gold.
Well,
pure gold.
if you make friends with these guys, one of them can show you it at their house.
If they see my ladder games, they will never be friends with me.
All right, Fighting Spirit coming up next.
Okay, we've got both players hugging the right side of the map. Protoss at the bottom and Terran at the top.
But
A calligrapher nerd.
Yeah, look at this.
Look at that. That's
Brought
in
that to our class.
That's in what is it? Feudal Times font. But ooh, look at this, Chad Light. Oh, nice.
Look at that picture of Tasteless right
That's
there.
right, man.
Look at that no regret one. I just want to. Oh my god.
Look at the chin on Rap. Yeah.
It's very standard. This is the exact timing that you check for the Nexus to check if they're one basing you. If the Nexus is not started by 4 minutes and 20 seconds, then there is cheese coming your way.
Nice, a 420 timing Artosis. We did
It's
it.
true. Of course, that's a Protoss timing too.
You can see the Dragoons are going to come up now. And we actually have a robo here. Now, I'm assuming this is, oh my god, one Dragoon bugged! One Dragoon bugged! This means the tank is going to go on the high ground, and this is a terrible opening, but somehow by the fate of the gods of Protoss, that one Dragoon did not die.
This is so weird though. What is Light getting as an upgrade from his factory? He started his upgrade so early.
Artosis.
Does he just have mines? This is one of the weirder builds that I've seen. This might be the weirdest build today.
This oftentimes almost feels like it's just an instinct move here, where he realizes, okay, the Terran is hurting, or the Protoss is hurting, excuse me. I'm going to try to push across the map, but where does this go, actually? Because now the Vulture one-shots this. And this is all due to the fact that Rain, perhaps impulsively, decided to dive on the tank, and the Dragoon bugged, and it completely and totally backfired. Great control here by Rain, but Light wiggles away. Vultures are going to come down here. Now, we should have an observer coming up onto the screen in a moment.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he will clear this, but advantage Light big time. Big
Hugely.
time.
Ah!
Oh my god!
This is, this can happen. Usually, Terrans kind of fall apart really quickly in this matchup, but if something like this happens, it's the Protoss that'll usually lose control of the game. We see another mine going down. There's not enough time to, there is enough time to kill it before it burrows. No more pressure. And here we are, 4 factory.
He took a little bit, but here he goes, going across.
Oh my god, he
down.
got shuttle speed with this as well. He's completely relying on the 2-base Protoss army to beat the 2-base Terran army. And I think the problem is that, oh, wait a minute. Oh!
Yeah, he was looking to force the units back.
Unwise to try to thread the needle there.
Yeah.
He's looking for the opportunity to drop here, but this is like perfect turret placement.
To be able to break the push. If he can kill the whole army, he'll be in good shape, but killing this army, look at that, he's got 4 Goliaths in here. How is that shuttle going to do anything? See?
Oh my god.
Just dead.
Okay, Light is going to take this game.
So
GG.
sick.
And wow. Welcome back to KSL. This is a command center.
With a Marine and a
And
medic?
you can tell because here it's nipples. These are actually detachable, I think. Yeah. Is that it's an
What
SCV
is
or is that
this like a hand warmer?
Yeah.
That's what it is a hand warmer?
I got another one over here.
I wish I had one of these.
Now this is to size, to scale, to what the Marine is like.
Wow. All Right.
I did not expect Light to take a lead in this.
No.
I'm so surprised. And again, that entire game, ooh, good cheerful there. Oh, and it gets the best one from Canada.
There are storms. That is true.
A lot of cheers for each of the players in the audience there.
So in the top, we have Rain.
Ooh, see, he was right.
And in the left, we have Light.
Ooh, it's me, Rain. With, that was the Nightmare Before Christmas font we saw back there.
Out on the map. Oh, what's that out in the middle of the map?
Factory. Let's get our history books out, guys. Let's not forget that Flash defeated Rain. And by the way, Rain's been following the same patterns in the series that he has in other series. Flash defeated Rain with a similar, actually I shouldn't even say similar, the same technique. So we know that Rain likes to apply pressure, and we see one of the reasons why he likes to do that, because he likes to snipe that tank at the entrance. Now, the problem is that if a Vulture is made in a factory that's not contained to the natural or the main of the Terran, well, that Vulture can avoid all contact with the Dragoons for almost the entire game. Oh my God. And double trouble if he spots that Citadel. I don't think he will. It's more normal to loop through. He doesn't see it. But let's go back to the main idea here. The Vulture runs around and just plants some mines in the natural and the main here of Rain. I don't know what Rain's going to do, because he can walk back home, and also he can end up walking through the mines as he retreats back home. There's no robo out yet. And this is a very quick DT drop, by the way. Rain really going for very modern play here.
It's
modern meta play, I should say.
Yeah, this is something that is very deadly and could end up killing him, but of course, just the fact that he's going to have Vultures out on the map is something. Oh my God, if he scouts, if he goes down and sees that, okay, he sees a robo. Is he going to go down and see it?
He might not, dude.
He saw that there was a pile in there before, but
a lot of times you try to check the upper right.
There's
and you
things
go back.
missing, though. There's things missing. Like, he should know that.
Well, he's not going to do it, it looks like.
Yeah. And certainly he should have mines. Throwing down a turret, so that's at least... Oh, whoa, whoa, you got a repair! Oh, he got Volt. He got speed.
Yeah, speed instead of mines. The speed Vultures come in. They're going to dive into the main. This will not curb the DT production and the shuttle production, by the way. That's already started. But one Dragoon to clean this up. In theory, you could, depending on how quick you are. At the same time, Rain is taking some damage on these Dragoons back at home. Both Vultures still alive, still killing probes. One Vulture now. He doesn't see the tech. It's actually insane that we have...
I think he just saw it. I think he just saw it with that Vulture. So if he's... I mean, he saw the robo as well, so he should be able to put this all together. Wow, he's killing a lot of probes right now. This is big for Light. Oh my God.
Where's the shuttle?
I think he skipped it for now because he's lower. No, I guess it's about to go into the main base.
I'm just not seeing it. I just don't know where it is.
I think it's going to the main base right now.
Ah!
Okay,
oh my God, this is too many mines.
That is a lot of mines right now. Get some serious damage on, but let's see what this DT drop does.
Where? Oh my God, there it is.
Might be able to keep him in this game.
He can get the SCV making the academy.
That would be huge.
Forgot what that unit was called. He could get that and actually stop this game. He's going to come up here. He might. No, he will not try to go into the main or try to kill that turret. The tank's still very present here. But Rain's multitasking, but getting to flounder as he's trying to defend so much back at home. He's not gone and killed off this turret just yet.
Oh, that's a huge kill right there. No units in the main base to help clean up. He does have a turret, though, and he can build his defense around that.
Oh my God, how is that? Is that really just exactly the range of a turret's vision? That's
yeah,
so insane. That did not look right, but
nope,
I cannot disagree with the coding of the game. Oh my God, if he can actually drop the command center, that is so crazy.
Look at this. What am I even seeing? Okay, he cleans that DT.
Now,
that the Reaver has to leave the main now.
He needs to respect the fact that the number of tanks is high enough. You can't even drop a Reaver out without it being just shot down before the Scarab can fire.
All right, so, I mean, still a good drop. Definitely a good drop there. Looks like Rain walking around towards the space.
Oh, is he just gonna... Is he just going to barbarian his way in here?
I don't think it's a good idea.
I think this is one of the only ways he could lose the game. Okay.
This. Yeah, I don't know about this one.
Well,
let's see.
There are enough vultures. Well, maybe not actually.
No, I don't think so.
No. Well, okay. So,
yeah, I don't think that was actually worth it for Rain. Well, he's gonna get that mineral base up right now. You see, he is taking that at the moment. Look at this. This is a great move. Without those vultures running around and blocking the ramp. Oh my God, amazing.
Yeah, this is really intelligent because it's actually hard for Protoss to get their army there if they don't have something to spot. And he's just going to pick up those vultures and drop them over there.
Moves like that are so big right now.
And now this base isn't being mined from. And again, why did Rain try to, I don't know, Hulk smash his way through the third base for Terran? When he was maxed out, he probably could have set up for a good recall. Rain goes for the weakness this time around instead of the strong spot. Even though it's the same location he's attacking into again, there's much less tanks over here. Now, even though there's less tanks, it seems like the rest of these tanks are going to come down here. A stasis over there, but the position of the vultures.
Yeah, well, he's running so many units up through these little tiny choke point.
Yeah.
And I don't see what he's getting done here.
Protoss want to take big fights in open areas, not tiny bottlenecks, especially with a defensive matrix like that. This may be the fight that actually costs Rain the game and ultimately then costs him the series.
Yeah, I mean, that's the second time he did that, and he's dropping from max supplies, losing, you know, so many units falling. Light wants these trades. He really does. It's taking him a little bit to max out, but his upgrades continue to flow.
Yeah. Move in for the killing move.
And he's doing that right now. Okay, 1 EMP on that Arbiter. We got 1 left.
And again, I think even with a stasis on almost every single tank, I think the reinforcements come in here.
Yeah, even the best stasis might not do it here.
Oh my God, and that was actually among the worst recalls you could have. And as this attack comes in, the amount of splash damage that's being dealt is just so insane.
This could be just about it. The Zealots are almost gone.
A little bit of a late scan, Rain doing a little bit more damage, but ultimately it's just Dragoons against so many tanks. And we know that with the next wave coming in, GG, Light pushes through, and he did it. And wow, look at that. You can see how happy he is.
Well, this guy has been a pro gamer for 13 years, and he has not won a championship. He's never even been to a finals. Here he is, the champion of KSL Season 4.
Unreal. And Rain, look, I think it was with about everybody else here. He was supposed to win this, but Light played better, frankly made better decisions, whether it was technical decisions in the long run, like what we saw in this most recent game, or split-second decisions like we saw in the game where Rain's 2 Dragoons were damaged and Light followed the exact perfect strategy, build, and tactics to win it. Big cheers here, an emotional moment. It goes to show you never give up on your dreams, keep working hard, it will eventually pay off. They're cheering for his name. He's never had a ceremony like this. Do I grab it? Do I raise it? Ah, he raises it.
He's been a legitimate pro gamer for more than 13 years.
Yeah, over a decade.
And he's played near the very top level for that long, and this is his first championship.
Wow.
In the hardest game on earth.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the amount of skill he has is like 10 times that of champions in many of the other things that we call esports. And here he is with his first championship. It's so touching. He never gave up. He has been grinding. He has been practicing. He's been trying so hard amongst some of the most talented players of games ever. And here he is, the champion.
It's time for him to do the final shot where he kisses the trophy. And then they become married and have a baby.
Wow. Wow. It took me a minute to register what you said.
Yeah.
Okay, this was an awesome tournament, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We love you guys. We will see you next year. Bye-bye.